Thank you for watching the presentation regarding the definition of what a project is and what it is not. I am Trudy Robinson. The objectives from this lesson are to ensure that you are able to identify what is and what is not a project, and to understand the difference between a project and what is actually a business process or activity. PMBOK 4 references in Chapter 1, page 5. The definitions relating to a project are that a project is temporary. It always has a definite start and end date, even if the end date may move. Every single project has a specific purpose, known as deliverables or objectives, and of course there are usually more than one. Every project is unique in its deliverables, even if elements are the same. So for example, if you're rolling out a software package over multiple sites, even though the software may be identical, the users and the environment may differ. If you're building the same building in multiple locations, the building may be exactly the same, you may use the same contractors, but of course the location may differ and the block of land may differ. So every project has something unique about it. And of course any project also involves any variation of people, resources, teams of companies, be they direct employees or contractor. As part of the project deliverables or objectives, an item or product may be developed as a standalone item, or of course it may be one component of a larger project or product. The product from the project may be one of many things, including something that's physical or something less tangible. For example, it might be a physical product. It may be research, which ends in being the knowledge that's required to go ahead and make decisions on behalf of an organisation, which of course leads to purpose or strategic objectives through that knowledge. The project may result in a new organisation through a joint venture, takeover or merger. It might be the rollout of a series of buildings or services, as we've discussed when we were discussing the originality or unique purpose of a project. And the last option, which is one of many, may be that the project introduces a methodology of how the business will operate. Therefore, the project itself is developing the change in the methodology, and once the project is finished, the outcome is that the business operates on a day-to-day basis using the outcomes from that project. So the project still finishes. A project is not an ongoing part of a business. And a project is not going to succeed without it being organised, without complete awareness from the client companies, the company and the project team members. It's not going to succeed without a significant amount of control over what it is and isn't being done within the project. Communication is another imperative. The people within the project and how they work are needed to make sure the project goes ahead. And of course any project introduces an element of change, and there was always risk. And risk is a significant subject that's undertaken in any project management qualification. A project completes when all the project deliverables are met, and this is the thing that most people think of a project completing as, but there are other reasons. Sometimes the stakeholders may withdraw. They may find out the market may change, they may find options or competitors that are doing something similar to them. They choose not to continue, so they may just withdraw and close the project down in total. It may be terminated due to scope or cost changes, and of course it may be identified that the project deliverables are no longer required. So there may be any elements to a project, and part of the transparency and reporting in a project is to make sure that everyone knows what's going on, what the risks and issues are, the impacts that are happening within the project, and the ongoing continuum of the project to make sure that everyone's doing what is required. Any project has 4 stages: concept, design, implementation and finalisation. Concept are all the tasks undertaken to ensure the project will continue. So it's any contract negotiations, any approvals, anything that's going to stop the project from going ahead. So all the showstopper tasks are undertaken in concept. Design is clear. It's obviously the development and the design of everything that will be undertaken in the project. Implementation is the rollout, and finalisation is the sign-offs, the inspections, the payment of final invoices, and archiving of documentation, etc. A project is defined by the project scope. The scope is the most important document when we talk about whether items or activities are in scope or out of scope. This is all related to a signed document that's been approved, including the definition of budget. So in summary, a project is temporary and it has a defined start and finish date. It has a specific purpose or outcome. It is unique. It requires support, communication, and a scope document which defines what will and will not be undertaken.